Alright, here we are in my backyard, and I have just learned a whole lot about my property. Namely, that the highest point on it is right up here. And I learned that by marking my contours. You see this row of flags here? Every one of those flags should be pretty much dead level. The ground is dead level at those points. So this is a contour line from that flag around, and then it backs up. So we can see from that contour that I've got a hill right here that slopes off to the southeast, to the east, and a little bit north and east towards my house. So this is the highest point on my land. Now what surprised me, I knew that my land was sloped towards the east, but I also thought there was a fairly significant slope downward towards the south. And what I'm finding is that these contour lines, here's another line that I shot right here. It goes up and through those old shade hoops. And then there's another contour line coming down through this wood pile next to my stump. There's the end of it, so we'll shoot down the length of this contour line. Let's see it there. And then this contour line, which I stopped right there, goes right by the edge of my shed. And really pretty much follows the back line of my property after we get past this experimental hugel mound when I was super excited to get working and really did not know quite what I was doing yet. But see, this contour line comes down here and ends at the corner of my property. Now that's what surprised me. I thought my contours would face more south, and they're actually facing almost, I'd say due southeast. We were canted a little bit to the compass here. Now why is that important to me? Well, I'll tell you why. You can tell that this is a very shady backyard. And so I'm looking for some shade-loving perennials to go back here. Some things that I can kind of plant and forget and only harvest, 3 or 4 times a year when they're in season. And some of those are very moist-loving plants also. Plants like ostrich fern and ramps. So if I can figure out a way to dig me a good wide swale on contour back here, I can catch the water from all the way upslope, slow it down, and have a little bit of a shady, not a shady bog, but a shady, wet, moist area back in here for some ferns and maybe some ramps. So, having mapped out this contour, now I have a little bit better idea of what the shape of those swales would be and what my access is going to look like after I get those swales dug. And it just really clarified a bunch of things, just seeing the line of flags in the ground. Now that they're out there, it makes perfect sense. It seems obvious. But I couldn't have told you how this land sloped without doing this first. So this is one of those necessary first steps as you're siting out a location. Make sure you understand its slope. And maybe I can draw this on a map and show you on a map too. I'm probably panning way too much. I apologize if that just made you nauseous. All right.